I've gotten a few very good questions from fans of my work asking, Dan, how do you stay focused? How can you be so focused and so consistent? How do you maintain that? How do you sustain that? What are the keys to extreme productivity? Well, first of all, let's define productivity first. I believe the definition of productivity is simple. It's 5 words. Maximum result in minimum time. That's it. Result, minimum time. So today I'm going to give you 3 keys to help you stay focused. Number 1, when usually people are distracted and they say, well, I can't stay focused, what they really mean is they're getting a lot of stuff done, but they're not so sure if they are actually doing things that actually produce any results. Does that make a difference? So the key number 1 to extreme productivity is you need to be absolutely ruthless when it comes to the outcome. What is it you're trying to do? What is it you're trying to create? What's the outcome that you want? Instead of just getting busy, because I believe busyness is also a form of laziness. That is not, just because you're busy, it doesn't mean you're productive. Just because you fill up your calendar with all kinds of stuff to do, it doesn't mean you're producing any results, right? Just because you're splashing in the water, it doesn't mean you're swimming, right? So that's what you want to do. Be absolutely ruthless. Don't just ask, okay, what do I need to do? What do I need to do? How can I do this better? Why am I even doing this at all? Is this important? Can I eliminate this? If I don't do this, would it even make a difference? Would people notice? How would this contribute to my life or to my bottom line as a business? When you are very clear and you are ruthless about the outcome, now guess what? You're more productive. And what you notice is, it doesn't matter what is it that you want to do, whatever result you want to create, the 80-20 rule always applies. Only 20% of what you do contributes to 80% of results. So you constantly want to be thinking about, okay, am I doing the important 20%? Or am I just wasting time with that 80% that actually doesn't matter that much? So that's key number 1. Key number 2, you want to eliminate distraction and interruptions in your life. So how can you be productive in any given time during the day if you're interrupted all the time? I think even entrepreneurs, CEOs, they have this like open door policy where, hey, you know what? My door is open. Come talk to me anytime. I think it was one of the dumbest ideas because it means you get interrupted many times every single day. And every time you get interrupted, it takes you certain mental bandwidth to stay and get back on track. So when I am working, I unplug the phone. I create an environment that people cannot reach to me. If I want to check messages, I want to check email, I want to get back to my team, that's fine. But if I am what I call the bad cave moment, I unplug all communication. My cell phone, none, 0. It's all my thinking time, my planning time, my strategy time, that's it. So when they cannot find you, they cannot interrupt you. When they cannot find you, they cannot distract you. So communicate with your team and people around you and say, hey, I'm working on my business. I'm building something here. I'm working on some very important task. I need to get those done. Please give me the space. During that time, don't bother me. Same thing in the office when I'm working sometimes from home. When I close the door, then Jenny knows, right, that she doesn't come in and interrupt me, right? My wife knows that, nope, that's Dan's working time. He needs to stay focused. So put yourself in an environment that you cannot be distracted. That's key number 2. Key number 3 is make sure you give yourself a time, a finish time. So whenever you're working on a task, instead of saying, hey, you know what, today I'm going to work on this particular task and I won't stop until I finish it. It is okay, but I found that that's not a very good idea if you want to maximize your productivity. It's maximum results in minimum time. I find that you can train yourself to work faster and get stuff done faster. So let's say I'm going to write an article for Inc. website. Well, instead of me sitting down and just spending hours and hours and hours on it, I would say, okay, I'm going to write this article. I'm going to block an hour. I'm going to write this article. I'm going to finish in an hour. You're training your brain to finish things in a certain time, certain frame of time, versus let it go on and on and on and drag on, and then guess what? You don't finish, and then kind of you procrastinate. Okay, fine, I'll finish tomorrow. Then procrastination kicks in, and then drag on another day, another day, another day, versus, you know what? Today I'm going to get this done. So give it a time frame, give it a deadline, and you could see you could actually get way more done in a day than what most people think. So there you go. That's how you stay focused. Have that clarity, be absolutely ruthless when it comes to the outcome that you want, right? Eliminate interruptions. Don't let people interrupt you. Unplug the phone. Turn on the computer. Turn off the computer. Just work. Whatever it takes, just do that. Number 3, yes, give yourself a time frame when you work and finish. And you try to push. This usually takes you an hour. Next time, can you do it in 55 minutes, 50 minutes, 45 minutes? You can work a lot faster than you think. By the way, a lot of people are asking me to make videos on how to become a social media influencer. How do you promote yourself, or your brand, or your business on social media? If that's what you want to know, click on the I button above and let me know. Do you want to learn more about YouTube? Do you want to learn how I grow my Instagram or how I grow my Facebook? Which topic interests you the most? Until next time, I'll see you, my family.